ever imagine what it would be like if an Ohio State team lost to an Ohio team?
Well, I think there's some good schools in Ohio. There's some good teams, and the Bowling Green team the year after I left came down and gave Ohio State a great game, and Cincinnati. I remember one time they were on the red zone and to win the game. So I'm not worried about all that. I just got to make sure our team's ready to go. I got a lot of respect for Ohio School because they're mostly Ohio high school football players.
How much of a mystery is this team to you still, and Cincinnati for that matter? They've only played twice.
Not really. It's offensively, defensively they're good athletes, and then offensively they're one of the, I imagine statistically, I haven't really looked at it, but one of the top throwing teams in America. And there's not a mystery to this one at all.
And I'm saying, how much is this team still mystery to you?
Not at all. We're very clear what's coming in here.
Tommy Tuberville seemed like early on in his career he's a little bit of a riverboat gambler. In games I covered, maybe when he was at Ole Miss, maybe didn't have the talent. Did you find that when he was at Auburn that he would?
Oh yeah, he's got a reputation, fine football coach, a friend, and a guy that we went back and we've done our due diligence to whether it be a pooch kick or whether it be something in this kind of a game. So we're doing our homework.
Did you get your number?
You had any thought of moving Adolphus back outside?
I can barely hear you. I'm sorry.
Without Noah right now, have you had any thought of maybe moving Adolphus outside like he was earlier in his career, or shuffling the line?
There has been some thought, and I don't think this week we're going to do it, but there's been some thought. He's got some reps out there.
Urban, how much of Taekwon and Jalen come along, though? I mean, obviously they're listed on the depth chart now and stuff. Both of them.
Taekwon shows bursts, and Jalen is just extremely young. That has certainly the talented player. Just get him to throw a pass. The other guy that might get a look over there is Sam Hubbard again. So we're playing the back and forth game with him a little bit just because we're down in numbers.
Are you guys prepared, do you think, offensively for a shootout that ends up being a shootout? I mean, it looks like, obviously the last game y'all put up points. I mean, this is a team that really throws it around. What's your confidence level?
Are we prepared? You just prepare offensively, defensively, and manage the game. How you have to manage it. That's all.
Yeah, but I mean, you have a confidence about this offense you didn't have 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago.
Yes.
Where's it to, and why? Yeah.
Well, just because I get confidence from what I see, not what I hope. I see it on the practice field. I saw it in the games. I see the maturity of the quarterback happening, and most importantly, the offensive line starting to get a little savvy to him now. It wasn't there in game 1 or game 2.
What confidence level in the secondary, knowing what they're up against?
That's the big one. That's I do from what I see once again, not because I hope, and they're highly recruited kids, but I see what I see in practice, and this will be a big challenge for them.
Throughout the year, you might have recruited Gunnar Kiel. I mean, did you ever look at him in Florida?
I can't remember. I remember. What year was that?
I think it was 11.
Was it?
What is he? No, go ahead.
He's a big, strong, and he runs pretty good when he runs. Yeah, but he's a big, strong. I was asking Terry how big he is. Terry obviously knows a lot of people down there. He looks giant on film and on TV. He just looks like a big, gunslinger type quarterback.
Let me ask you about their defense. It seems like on tape they've given up some yards. They've also made some big plays. I don't know how much you've had a chance to look at them. What do you see from them?
Their defense?
Yeah, them defensively.
A very good athletic team. Some experience in the secondary. 2 safeties are very good players, corners, good players. They have given up some yards, but like you said, they're a big play style defense. And they blitz you once you start getting in the red zone. That's when a lot of those big plays take place. Is they're playing zero coverage and bringing pressure. And we struggled with the one team that did that a lot, so we get ready for that.
Urban, in any game that you've played, how often does the team with the better quarterback win? How much can it break down to that, or is that?
Yeah, but I think it's all relevant that who's the best quarterback usually has the best players around him too. That's in the NFL. Boy, that quarterback not very good, and then all of a sudden you improve the personnel around him. So I think from, to say this politically correct, from people that really know the game and live it and play it and coach it, the quarterback's a product of, you put a great offensive line and good receivers, and the quarterback becomes great. You put that same quarterback with a makeshift offensive line and some struggling receivers, and he's a really bad quarterback. So, not just the quarterback; it's the quarterback's a product of that around him.
Have you said what you're going to do with the 3 guys in the middle of your offensive line now? Like starting wise and stuff. Do you have
it's getting close. Yeah, but the only new name as is going to surface is Chase Ferris. And he's a backup right tackle, but he's going to get some opportunities inside, I think.